Hi, happy Tuesday. It's time for gentle yoga, which means that Luna might bark a little, but will probably sleep for most of the time. And oh, is that your breakfast? Hungry girl, pretty girl. Hi, everybody who is joining me today live at facebook.com/blissevolution or maybe later on my YouTube page. So if you miss these classes live, then please head over to YouTube. All of these classes are stored there. You can hear Luna eating. You can join us for yoga, and I would love that. It's been so fun to record these classes, and of course, it was born out of necessity because of coronavirus times, but I've really enjoyed being able to continue to share yoga with all of you, so thank you for coming. If you can support me in my small business, and you have been, thank you so much. I super appreciate it. It means the world to me. And for those who want to, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. So let's get started. As always, if you're new to yoga or if you're new to yoga with me, this is a Hatha Yoga class. And Ha and Tha mean sun and moon. And the idea behind Hatha Yoga is that we're doing things to balance our bodies, our mind, the energy flowing through our body, our mental health. So it's all about balance in a lot of different ways and for a lot of different things. It's also about turning inward and listening to what's going on inside. So if there are distractions or noises around you, or potentially a dog bark from here or some kind of noise in the background here, then that is an opportunity for us to bring our minds back to ourselves, back inward, and focus inward. And so it's a great opportunity to practice that when those sorts of things happen. So it's all about listening to our bodies and doing what feels good for us, and what when we feel like we're feeling some sort of sensation, then we're doing enough. So if I'm stretching and I'm feeling a great stretch right here, then there's no need to stretch all the way forward and continue moving into a stretch if I'm already feeling a good stretch right here. If I am well practiced and I'm warmed up and I don't feel a great stretch by going here, then I'm gonna walk my hands down until I feel, oh, okay, now I'm feeling some sensation there in the back of the leg. I'm feeling some stretch. So now I'm going to stop here. So listen to your body, do what feels good for you. And it's all about movement. It's all about mobility over the course of a lifetime. A lot of the people I work with have injuries or illnesses, so you might hear me cue for things about backs or knees or shoulders or things like that. So just keep an ear out for those different modifications, and let's get started. Are you ready, Luna? Are you ready? Yes? Good girl. Okay. All right, so let's start on our mats, on our backs, facing the ceiling. Come on this side, baby. Over here. And we'll start in Savasana, also known as corpse-like pose. So palms face up, arms are about a 45-degree angle from the body. Feet are falling out to either side. And there's about 1.5 to 2 feet between the feet, and we're just going to keep the head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and start by inhaling and exhaling. So if you'd like to, you can close the eyes, and you can begin by inhaling and exhaling with me, and just noticing the body. What is going on with the body? Where am I holding tension? What am I feeling? And just take this moment to shuffle right here in Savasana. Move around a little bit, shuffle around any of those muscles or places that may be holding a little bit of tension. And then settle back into Savasana, back into inhaling and exhaling and relaxing into this pose. And the idea behind corpse pose is that we are preparing ourselves for the rebirth back into our day, back into our lives after this yoga practice, in the hope that we move forward, moved and changed, and a little bit different than we came to yoga today. As we inhale and exhale, we're filling up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top, and emptying the lungs from the top to the middle, all the way to the bottom. Inhale, fill up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. And exhale from the top of the lungs to the middle of the lungs, all the way to the bottom. And as we breathe like this, filling the lungs deeply, emptying the lungs completely, we're relaxing the diaphragm. We're allowing the stomach to be soft, so the belly just relaxes and gently expands with each inhale. And this is a signal to the body to calm down. And as we're breathing and as we're calming the body, we're also calming the mind, pulling the mind away from the list of things that we have to do today, and focusing on an intention for our yoga practice. And if we feel our mind being pulled, or if we're hearing sounds or noticing distractions around us, inhale. And as you exhale, imagine your breath like the wind, blowing all of those thoughts out of your mind. All of those thoughts, maybe they're encased in clouds, maybe they're floating away. We're noticing them, we're recognizing them, we're not ignoring them or pretending that they don't exist. Yes, they exist. Yes, they're here. They're part of this moment. And we're recognizing that we'll attend to them later. We'll bring the focus back inward, the focus to the body and to the breath. And as we're clearing our mind of all of those thoughts, all of those competing things that pop up for us, as we're creating space there in our minds, let's bring our thoughts to an intention for our yoga practice today. Your intention can be anything that's important to you. It could be something about yourself, your body, your mind, your emotions, your mental health. If you're feeling pretty good, it could be something about a loved one. Maybe they're struggling and need some extra positive thoughts today, some extra love and prayers. Or maybe it's about our communities or our global community, our earth or our universe. Whatever it is, take a few moments now and set your intention for our gentle yoga practice together. And then bring your thoughts back to the breath. And on your next inhale, open your eyes, stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Thank you for the kisses, Luna. And as you exhale, just wiggle the fingers, inhaling and exhaling. Make big circles with the wrists going in one direction. And then reverse. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms out and up. Stretch the palms up, slide the heels together, flex the feet. Release the arms overhead, stretching the palms up. Flexing the feet, getting a big stretch to the entire body here. If you'd like to lift your hips, you can. This is completely optional. And then dropping the hips, bending the knees, pull them into the chest, gently rock from side to side. With one hand on each knee, make big circles with the knees going in one direction. And then reverse. I'm glad she chose the toy that she's already demolished the squeaker on today. Is that your fox? Is that your fox? Yes, it is. We're going to come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Walk them down. Stretch the arms overhead. We're going to stretch the right hand up. If you'd like to clasp the wrist of the right hand with the left hand and give a gentle tug upward, you can. Stretch the heel down on the right hand side. We're getting a big stretch all through the right hand side. And then release that stretch. We're going to switch sides. You can clasp the wrist if you'd like, but that's optional. Ooh, thank you for the fox, Luna. Stretch the left hand up, flex the left heel. And we're feeling a nice big stretch to the left hand side as we inhale and exhale. God bless you, you sneezer. Coming back to center, we're going to flex both feet, stretch both hands up. If you'd like, lift the hips one more time. And then snow angel the arms down to the hips, bend the knees, and pull them into the chest once again. We're going to bring the soles of the feet up. We're going to clasp the feet from the inside. So we're holding the feet from the inside, and the fingers are wrapping around the outside of the feet. We're going to push with the feet as we pull with the hands, creating lots of tension in the arms and in the legs, using our bodies to work our muscles. We're going to relax that stretch. We're going to hold on to the outside of the feet now, so grabbing the feet from the outside. And if that's hard for you, if you need to hold just below the knees or at the ankles, then just grab onto your legs wherever it feels good for you. And we're going to gently rock from side to side in happy baby pose. And this one is so gentle and feels so nice. We're going to come back to center. Release the feet from the outside. Grab them from the instep, from the inside, from the arch. Wrapping the fingers around the feet. We're going to kick with the feet as we pull with the hands, creating a lot of tension in the muscles throughout the arms and legs. Even tighten that abdomen here. Pull that belly button up and in. And then release. We're going to bend both knees, pull them into the chest, gently rock from side to side. And then bringing the soles of the feet back up to the ceiling, we're going to grab the feet from the outside once again, or hold on to the ankles, or just above the knees. Whatever feels good for you, we're gently going to rock from side to side. Coming back to center, we're going to roll onto one side and push ourselves up into a seated position, or if it feels good for you to hold underneath the knees, we can rock back and forth, massaging the spine. And then rolling up into a seated position. And if you'd like a chair for this portion of exercises, go ahead and grab a chair. The video that I shared with you last week had some tips and instruction for chair yoga and using a chair, so please feel free to do that at any time. For the rest of us, let's come to a comfortable cross-legged position. And we're going to roll the shoulders back as we sit up straight and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, sweep down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, down. One more inhale, sweep up. And exhale, down. Rolling the shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders forward and up to the ears as we inhale. Exhale, roll back and down. Inhale, roll forward and up. Exhale, roll back and down. And one more inhale. And exhale, roll back and down, reversing the motion. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back and up to the ears. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, roll back and up. Exhale, roll forward and down. And one more inhale. And exhale, forward and down. Nice. We're going to stretch the arms out to either side. And as we lean to one side, we're going to drop one hand. Stretch the other arm straight up as we lean. Come back to center. Lean to the other side. Drop the other hand. Stretch the other arm straight up. Just gently waking the body, hands out to either side. Lean, stretch, one hand up. And you'll notice as I'm bringing my hand to center, I'm turning my hand in the opposite direction. Turning the hand, dropping down, coming to center. Leaning in the other direction, turning my hand as I reach the top, towards my ear, back to a T. Dropping the hand, reaching up, and back to a T. Drop the other hand, reach up. Nice job. We're going to come back to our T. Big inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to drop that hand and reach that arm as far as feels good for us. If it is straight up, if it's to the side or another side, that's fine. Do what feels good for you. Stretching to the side. We're inhaling and exhaling here. As we look up, we're going to notice that we can see the ceiling, the arms not blocking our view. And then we're going to come back to that T. Big inhale here. As we exhale, we're switching sides, dropping the other hand and reaching the arm next to the ear, bending as much as feels good for us. Inhaling and exhaling here. What is that, Luna? Is that your dino? Is that your dino? How exciting. We're lengthening through the spine. We're feeling a nice stretch in the right side of the body, or whichever side you're on. We're going to bring both arms back to that T. And down. Now our arms are probably tired because we've been holding them up in that T position. So we're going to shake them out and relax them. Nice. We're going to turn the head to one side, lining up the chin with the shoulder. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. Draw the chin all the way across the chest. And inhale, look out over the opposite shoulder, lining the chin up with the other shoulder. Exhale, drop the chin to the shoulder. Draw the chin across the chest, coming back to our starting position with the chin lined up with the first shoulder. Big inhale here. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Draw the chin all the way across the chest, letting the back of the neck stretch as we go. And lift the chin, lining it up with the shoulder, looking out over the opposite shoulder. Drop the chin to the shoulder and drop the chin now all the way down the midline of the body as we inhale and exhale. Just gently rest here for a moment with the forehead hanging forward, the chin resting on the chest, noticing how the body moves as you breathe. Maybe gently rock the head from side to side. And stretch the arms forward, interlace the fingers, stretch the knuckles away from you. Palms are facing in, knuckles are facing out this time. And this gives us a nice big stretch across the shoulder blades. Maybe we rock gently from side to side. Nice. And then we come back to center, releasing the head up. Inhale, we're going to sweep both hands up. We're going to make a steeple with the fingers. And we're going to exhale, lean to one side and then forward. And then inhale, lean to the opposite side and gently back. Exhale, we're leaning to that first side and then forward. And then inhaling, we're leaning to the other side, gently back. Exhale, lean to the first side once again and then forward. And inhale, lean to the side, gently back. And exhale, the hands down. Shake out the arms. Inhale, sweep up. We're going to make a steeple with the fingers once again. So that's the first pointer fingers facing up. The rest of the fingers are folded together. As we exhale, we're leaning now to the opposite side and forward. And then leaning away, we inhale. Exhale, lean to the side and forward. And inhale as we lean to the other side. And gently back, making a big circle with the spine. We're exhaling, leaning forward. Inhaling, leaning to the other side and back. Exhale, both arms down, shake them out. Nice. We're going to stretch the feet out in front of us. Stretching both legs straight. I like to pull the flesh of my sits bones back and away. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, we're leading with the chest and chin as we lean forward. Then we drop the hands, curve through the spine. We're reaching the forehead towards the shins. So we're not curling in here and pulling with the upper body or the neck. We're reaching through the chest and reaching the forehead towards the shins. Even if we're here, we're still reaching the forehead towards the shins. So do what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale in this forward fold. And let the hands just fall wherever they fall. It might be the knees, the shins, the ankles, or the feet. We'll walk the hands up. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet close into the body. Inhale, sit up straight and tall. Exhale, just gently let the hands rest on the knees. If that's too much for you, you can gently hold the knees up with the hands underneath. So do what feels good for your body. And then moving the hands to the feet or to the ground in front of the feet, we're going to inhale and do the same thing that we just did. Exhale, chest and chin come down first, and then we curve through the spine, reaching the crown of the head forward, not down. Inhale and exhale here. A nice hip opener. We're going to walk the hands back in, slide the feet forward. Slide the hands underneath the ankles to support them in this pose. Big inhale here, exhale, chest and chin. Bring the forehead closer to the feet. And breathe, don't forget to breathe. And listen to your body. Any of these poses can be modified in any way that suits you. We're gonna come back up, walk the hands in, and we're gonna stand. So we're coming to our feet. And we're going to find our way into warrior pose. So we're going to place one foot at one side of the mat. The other foot, we're going to take a big step forward. Looking down between the feet, we're going to make sure that the heel of the foot is in line with the instep of the foot that's behind. So the instep, the arch, the middle of the foot, there's a straight line there between that and the heel. This foot is facing forward. This foot is facing our other forward. So our feet are facing in perpendicular directions. Our hips and shoulders are squared in line with the back foot. So they're facing forward with that back foot. And we're not twisting or turning here. We're keeping the hips and the shoulders right where they are in the same plane. We're inhaling the arms out to either side. We're looking out over the front fingers. So now we're moving our front again. I know I'm calling everything the front. So I'm using my right hand side. So I'm looking out over my right fingers. And when I turn my head, I'm not turning my body or my chest. I'm leaving my body facing forward, just turning my head over the fingers and gently bending that front knee. Now, to support our bodies and to make sure that we don't injure ourselves, that knee has got to be directly above the ankle or behind it. We don't want that knee to go in front of the ankle. If you want to feel that more of that stretch and your knee seems to just be going in front of the ankle, just walk those toes forward until that knee is directly over the ankle or behind it. So that's really important. So our arms are out to either side. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. We're looking out over the front fingertips. When we look down at the toes, we're going to be able to see the first two toes. And we're going to make sure that that knee isn't moving inward or outward. So again, we're protecting that knee by keeping the knee in direct line with the toes. We're inhaling and exhaling here. Nice firm abdomen. And then we'll drop the arms. Straighten the leg. Turn both toes forward. Shake it out just a little bit. And we'll switch sides. So, and I know it can feel like a lot holding your arms up or, you know, kind of like not turning the body and bending the knees. And so we'll do it a couple of times on both sides so that you can get a good feel of it. So that back foot is now facing the camera. I'm going to turn my other foot to the side. I'm going to look down and make sure that the heel of this foot is in line with the instep of this foot. I'm going to keep my shoulders and hips squared towards the camera. I'm going to open my arms out to either side like a T and turn my head only so the rest of my body stays right where it is. I turn my head and look out over the front fingers. I'm going to bend my front knee. The knee is in direct line with the toes. I'm activating my abdomen, all those muscles in my abdomen, pulling my belly button up and in towards the spine. And this is a great warrior two. If you find that you're less stable, you're going to push the instep of your foot into the mat. You're not turning the foot, but you're just bringing the weight to the arch, the inside of the foot. And you're rotating the thighs towards each other. You're rotating them in towards each other. So imagine doing that with those muscles. We're going to drop the arms, turn both toes forward, shake it out. All right. We're going to do the other side again. So for me, my left foot is facing this way. My right foot is facing the side. The heel is in line with the instep. For stability, I'm bringing the weight of my back foot towards the instep, rotating the weight of my foot in. Shoulders and hips are squared forward. I'll inhale my arms out to either side. Turn and look out over those front fingertips. Bend that knee and make sure the knee is pointing in the exact same direction as the toes. We don't want that knee to fall in or out. And from here, you can hold it here. This is a lot. Or you can imagine that somebody's pulling your fingers. We're sliding forward. Notice I'm keeping length through the spine. I'm not rotating and stretching to the side. I'm just moving to the side. Drop one hand onto the knee or the elbow onto the knee. Inhale, the other hand up. If it feels good, look up past that hand. And inhale and exhale here. We're going to come back to center. So back to warrior two, drop the hands, straighten the knee, turn the other foot forward, and then our left foot now is turning to the side. Make sure that heel is in line with the instep. Shoulders and hips are squared towards me. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale the arms out to either side. We're going to just rotate the weight of the right foot towards the instep to help us keep stable. We're going to bend the left knee and just turn the head, look out over the left hand. We're going to make sure, looking down, that that knee is in direct line with the toes. It's not leaning in, it's not leaning out. And we can hold it here, inhaling and exhaling here, or we can slide the weight forward, keeping length in the spine, rotating the arms, dropping one just above the knee, the other one reaches up. And if the neck feels good, we can look up past the thumb. Inhale and exhale here. And if you're a little bit lower to the ground than I am, you can bring your forearm to above the knee. We're going to come back to center. And the hands come down. Nice job. Both feet facing forward. Toes, slight external rotation. So our toes are just gently pointing out a little bit. And we're going to come into a squat. So we're going to drop the knees again forward over the toes. We're dropping the tailbone straight down. And you want the knees to not be going over the toes. So if you want to, I guess what I'm trying to say is you want the knees in line with the ankles as much as possible. So if you need to walk the feet out just a little bit to make sure that that's happening, go ahead and do that. So you can be here and just slightly bend the knees. You could be a little bit farther out and bend the knees a little bit more, or you can be quite far out and bend the knees quite a lot as long as that tailbone is pointing down. So do what feels good for you. We're going to make sure those knees are over the ankles. Bring those shoulders back. Tailbone's pointing down. Nice job. We're going to bring the hands to the legs. We're going to gently lean forward. See if you can lean forward. If you're just stopping here, that's great. If you want to come halfway down, that's great too. Maybe the arms are going out to the sides like a T if you want a little bit more. For a little bit less, hold on to the legs. For even more, stretch the arms overhead, reach them next to the ears, but listen to your body, do what feels good for you. Come back up. Nice job. If you need to take a break, come all the way up. If you're staying with me, drop one shoulder in, reach the other shoulder back. Drop the first shoulder towards the center. Nice job. Coming back up. Switching sides. Drop the opposite shoulder towards the center. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Come back to center. And take a break if you need to. Stay right here if you need to. Or drop that first shoulder towards the center again. Come back up. And drop the other shoulder in. Nice job. Come back up. We're going to straighten the legs. And we're going to gently go from side to side. Bringing the weight to one foot, lifting the toes of the other foot, gentle runner's lunge. This can be a high runner's lunge, just holding just beneath the hips right here. Or if you'd like, this can be a low runner's lunge. So listen to your body, do what feels good for you for today, do what you need today. You know your body better than anybody. And then we'll come back to center. Bring the feet back in. Good job. So we're going to find our way back down to our mats. And we're going to come to a hand and knee posture. For those of you who know me, you know that I love to do stuff that's good for the back. So one of the poses that I love to do is cat and cow. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. If your arms hyperextend like mine do, then turn those elbows towards each other. So the inside of the elbows are facing each other and the elbows are facing out instead of back. Just turn them in. As we inhale, we're going to drop the belly down and look up. As we exhale, we're going to arch through the spine, pull the mid-back up as we bring the shoulders and hips together. Inhale, drop the belly down, cow pose. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Exhale, arch through the spine, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, back to our hand and knee posture, and we're going to make our way down to our stomachs. So we're finding our way down to our stomachs. I want our elbows to be underneath our shoulders on either side, hands facing forward, top of the feet flat onto the ground, and just gently lift the chest and look forward. If it feels good for you to arch just a little bit more, pushing into the elbows and look up, by all means, go ahead and do that. But if you have neck issues or if that feels like a lot of strain for you, just settle into this Sphinx pose and gaze forward. Inhale and exhale here. We're going to drop all the way down to our chests. Walk our hands back and bring one cheek to the mat. Alligator pose. Toes turn in, heels turn out, palms face up. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to bring the chin back to center, the hands back to center. And so we have two options here. You can come back to Sphinx pose, walking the elbows forward, bringing them underneath the shoulders, hands flat on the ground. Or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring the hands underneath the shoulders, stretch the body up, arch through the spine. We're using the muscles in the back to lift the chest. Our hands are assisting us. We're inhaling and exhaling as we look forward and maybe gently up. The top of the feet are in the mat. Elbows are tucked in close to the rib cage. We're inhaling and exhaling, and if you need a break, walk those elbows out. Drop the elbows underneath the shoulders. But if this feels good for you, continue breathing here. Inhaling and exhaling. Use those muscles in your back. Gently lower down. And then alligator pose on the opposite side. Toes turn in, heels turn out. Palms are down and alongside the body. Opposite ear to the mat. Coming back to center. We're going to bring ourselves to a seated position. So coming and sitting in a seated position. We're going to make our way to a straddle. So sitting up straight and tall. We're going to bring the hands to center and just inhale and exhale. We're trying to just sit up straight and tall right here. That's it. So from the side, it looks like this. Hands in center. We're inhaling and exhaling, trying to sit up as straight and as tall as we can. Then we're going to turn the body to one side, bringing both hands to the top of that leg. Big inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to walk the hands down that leg, stopping wherever it feels good. So if we're stopping above the knee or below the knee, that's fine. If we're walking all the way down to the ankle or the foot, as long as you're feeling that sensation and stopping when you do, then you can go as far as feels good for you. So we're inhaling and exhaling here, just being gentle with our bodies, walking the hands back in. Turning to the other leg, big inhale here, sit up straight and tall, and then exhale, walk the hands down the leg. Walk the hands back up. And we're going to do a very gentle pigeon pose today. So from here, we're going to bring one leg back behind. So come up onto, let's start from a hand and knee posture. So get into a hand and knee posture. We're going to slide one leg back. The other knee slides forward. And we're going to turn the foot to the side. So one knee is behind, my left knee is behind my left wrist. My left ankle is behind my right wrist or towards that direction. And I'm going to slide the right leg back until I'm sitting on the place between the legs. And we're just going to inhale and exhale here. Arch through the spine, look up or forward. We're holding the weight in our hands. It's a nice big hip opener. And for those of you who need a little bit more, who want a little bit more, walk the hands forward and come to the elbows. For those where this is a lot, keep those hands back. So listen to your body. Do what feels good for you. And then we're going to bend that knee. We're going to come back to our hand and knee posture and now do the same thing on the opposite side. So now my right knee is coming forward behind my right wrist. My left foot is turning in so that the foot is somewhere behind the left hand. And I'm going to slide my left knee back and just scooch it back until I'm sitting on that place between the legs. Inhaling and exhaling, I'm going to arch through the spine and look up or forward. And then if I want a little bit more, I'll walk the hands down, coming through the elbows, just like Sphinx pose that we did earlier. And if that's too much for me, I'm going to walk back out. So remember, listen to your body and do what feels good for you. I feel like I say that a million times for each class, but it's harder when I'm not there with you and I can't see what everybody's doing, and I just want to remind you. And then we're going to come back to that hand and knee posture. Take a seat and roll on to our backs for some leg stuff before final relaxation. So lying on your mats, on your backs, the first thing that we're going to do is a nice spinal twist. So bend both knees into the chest. Spread the arms out to either side. Like a T, palms are facing down. And we're going to use the muscles in our abdomen to gently drop first both knees to one side. So we're just slowly dropping both knees to one side. And whether they are tight up under the armpit or down here, it doesn't matter. Do what your body does. And then we're going to turn the head and look to the other side. Inhale and exhale here. Relax into the spinal twist. And then we're going to bring the head back to center. We're going to tuck both knees in closer to the body and gently pull them back on top of the body. Readjust as you need to. And then bringing both knees into the chest once again. Stretch the arms out to the sides like a T. Palms are facing down. Trying to keep those knees tucked in to the body. We're going to drop them both gently and slowly to the right hand side. Inhale and exhale here. Turn the head to the left, and we're breathing and relaxing. Bringing the head back to center. We're going to engage the abdomen, squeeze those knees close towards the body, and then gently, trying to keep the knees tucked together, bring both knees back on top of the body. Nice work. We're going to drop the feet to the mat. We're going to cross the left knee over the right knee and bend both knees into the body. Inhale and exhale here. Be gentle and relax. And then dropping the right foot, we're going to slide the left knee out to the left-hand side. You can leave it right here. Just work on opening the hip on the left. If you're not feeling anything, reach through and around the right leg, pulling it closer into the body. If this is too much, back out. If that's still too much, back all the way out and just work on opening the hip gently here. Remember to breathe, inhale and exhale. If the knees are tucked into the body, go ahead and drop the right foot, drop the left foot to the mat. We're going to lift the right leg and cross the knee over the left knee. Pull both knees into the chest. Inhale and exhale here. I just heard Luna groan from the other room, so she must be happy and falling asleep. I bet you she's on my bed where she's not allowed to go. We're going to drop the left foot, slide the right knee out to the right-hand side, and just gently open the knee from here. Or if you're not feeling anything and you want a little bit more, reach through and around the left knee, pull it into the body. Inhale and exhale here. If this is too much, back out as far as you need to where you feel like you're feeling comfortable. Inhale and exhale here. Dropping the left foot. We'll drop the right foot. We're going to walk both feet in really close to the body. Squeeze those knees together. Inhale, lift the pelvis, lift the hips, arch through the spine, slide the shoulder blades closer together, lift, 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 and drop all the way down. Bend both knees, gently rock from side to side. Nice. Dropping the feet to the mat, we're going to walk them out. We're going to lift the right knee, pull it into the chest, lift the forehead towards the knee. If you'd like a little bit more, lift the left foot a couple of inches off the ground, but that's optional. Drop the head to the mat. If the left foot's up, drop it down, tuck the chin into the chest. Take a few breaths here. Release the head. Release the right knee. We're going to grab onto the big toe with the first two fingers and thumb and drop that knee out to the right hand side. If you'd like to work towards straightening that leg, you can. And coming back to center, bending that knee, we're going to place the foot on top of the left knee. Stretch the right arm out to the right hand side. Turn the head and look to the right. With the left hand, we're going to pull the knee down to the left hand side. Releasing that stretch, come back to center. Either bend that knee or straighten the leg, stretching the leg all the way up. Big inhale here, exhale, drop that leg down. Pull the left knee into the chest. Inhale and exhale, lift the forehead towards the knee, lift the right leg just a couple of inches off the mat. Inhale, exhale, breathe, breathe, breathe. Drop the foot, drop the head, tuck the chin into the chest. We're activating the thyroid gland, massaging it with the breath as we inhale and exhale. And releasing that stretch, we're going to release the leg with the first two fingers and thumb of the left hand. We're going to grab onto the left big toe, dropping the knee out to the left hand side. We can leave that knee bent or work towards straightening the leg. Do what feels good for you. And coming back to center. We're going to place the foot on top of the right knee. Stretch the left arm out to the left and turn the head to the left. Gently pull the left knee to the right hand side. Final spinal twist of today. Release. And come back to center. Drop that foot and either bend that knee or straighten that leg all the way up to the ceiling. Big inhale here. And exhale. Drop that foot all the way down. We're going to find our way to Savasana. Head, neck, and spine in one straight line. Palms out to either side, palms facing up, and feet falling out to either side. As we inhale and exhale here, we're relaxing our bodies, closing our eyes if we feel comfortable, if we like. Bringing our focus inward. Wiggle the body, get comfortable on the mat, release any muscle tension, and then just sink right into the floor. Inhale and exhale. Notice the cool air as it rushes in through the nostrils, and the warm air our body has generated as it rushes out. Notice how the body feels now compared to how you felt coming into yoga. How does the mind feel now? How do your emotions feel now after our yoga practice together? And as you breathe, as you inhale and exhale, bring your thoughts back to your intention for our yoga practice this day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening for you. Bring your intention to your mind. Know that this is important to you. And know that it's been heard. As you bring your focus back to the breath and back to the body, inhale and fill up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. Exhale from the top of the lungs to the middle of the lungs, all the way to the bottom. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, empty the lungs. Continue taking a few more deep breaths like this. As you gently wiggle the fingers and toes, begin to wake the body. Take any final stretches your body might need. And when you're ready, open your eyes, roll over onto one side. Curling up into a ball, just relaxing here, maybe closing your eyes again for a moment or two. And then pushing yourself up into a seated position. We'll end our yoga practice together. So coming into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, down. Inhale, sweep up, exhale, down, sharing the positive energy that we've generated with the world around us. One more inhale. Sweeping up, gathering up the remainder of that positive energy, bringing the palms together and bringing it in towards the body. The hands float in front of the forehead. May we think positive thoughts. In front of the lips, may we speak kind words. And bringing our hands to our hearts, may we spread love and joy wherever we go. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I super appreciate you being here. I hope you feel lighter. and ready to go out into this week and do beautiful things. For those of you who are able to pay for the class or wondering how to pay, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. This class will be up on YouTube later today. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody.